Good day to every single one of you. My name is Israel Ajosi. This is Astrology of the Soul. Today, I want to talk with you guys about the upcoming new moon in the zodiac sign of Virgo. We're at that time of the year. We're in the month of Virgo. And there's lots of activities actually taking place in Virgo at the moment. Lots of planets are going to be in Virgo. We're going to have the new moon, so that's sun and moon, both in Virgo. We've got Venus and Mars also in Virgo. Mercury is going to be going into Virgo, so there's a lot of Virgo energy right about now. The last new moon that we had was in the sign of Leo, which took place last month. And new moons and full moons represent mini cycles. As we all know, things are born, they grow up to become mature, they go old, they phase out, they die, and then something else is born in return. So a new moon represents a particular time where there is a new energy coming into being for the month. They last for a period of about 2 weeks to a month. That's where we get the energy of the new moon. That's what essentially the new moons essentially are about. So they point towards new cycles. They point towards new beginnings. And that's what the energy of the new moons are about. So new moons are very, very crucial. And today I'm going to go through all the zodiac signs, all the 12 zodiac signs, letting you know which particular area in life where this new moon in Virgo is going to be playing out for you, how best perhaps you can use it to give you something to initiate for that new cycle for the new moon in Virgo. So let's talk a little bit about Virgo. Very interesting sign, a wonderful sign, a zodiac sign. It's earthy. It's ruled by the planet Mercury. It's concerned with earthly matters. It's concerned with organizing. It's concerned with structure. It's concerned with routine. It's concerned with perfection. The image or the picture that symbolizes Virgo is the maiden holding the shaft of wheat. And the meaning behind this, or the story behind this, is because for us in the Northern Hemisphere, Virgo is the season of the harvest. And corn, maize were crops that symbolized or was very much utilized during the harvest period. So the shaft of wheat, when a farmer harvests his or her crops during the harvest season, what they do is that they separate the wheat from the chaff. I'm sure you've all heard this terminology, separating the wheat from the chaff. So it's about separating that which is pure from which is not pure. And that's the energy that Virgo holds. It has an inherent purity about it. It's not contaminated. It's as clear, it's as pure, it's as precise as possible. Hence the Virgin. So that's what Virgo essentially is about. Now, this is one of the reasons why it's very interesting at this time of the year, because the last new moon that we had was in the sign of Leo, which I said earlier on. And Leo, we know it's the summer period, summer season. It's the middle of the summer period. This is when most people go away on holidays. This is when people are having fun, going to the park, taking the children out. The children are on holiday also as well. So for you parents, you know what it's been like over the last 4 or 5 weeks, you know. And now we've got this new moon in Virgo, which is at the end of August, because it's going to be taking place on the 30th of August. And everybody's looking to tidy up and get prepared to go back to work, and in case of the children, go back to school. So it's going back to school time. So it's a tidying up period. And that's what it's about. And again, that's what the harvest essentially was about. The farmers would harvest their crops, or this would be a particular period of the year where they would harvest their crops because, you know, next month we're getting ready to enter a new season. And the new season obviously will be autumn. So Virgo is that zodiac sign that ends the summer season and gets us or ushers us towards the autumn. So it's straddling. This is one of the reasons why Virgo is what is known in astrology as a mutable sign. Hence why Virgos are very adaptable. They're very versatile. They're very often doing things in 2s and 3s. You know, they can multitask. You see, they're straddling. So Virgo is a particular zodiac sign that is straddling between two signs, and it's straddling between not two signs, but two seasons. So it's straddling between the Leo, the summer, and straddling also to bring us towards the autumn seasons. So it's straddling between two seasons. So that's why it's constantly doing things in 2s. You see, it's constantly multitasking. So that's the energy that a lot of us are picking up now. A lot of us now are multitasking. We're coming off of our holidays. We've been playing and taking care of the children over the holiday periods. We've been doing whatever it is we like to do to enjoy ourselves during that summer period. Now we have to focus and we have to organize and we have to pay close attention to detail. And this is what the zodiac sign of Virgo is about. And here is where the new moon is going to be taking place. So let's go through the 12 signs of the zodiac and let's see where this new moon is going to be landing for you guys. So let's start with the first sign of the zodiac, which is Aries. So for you, Aries, this new moon is going to be landing in your 6th house. The 6th house is the part of the heavens that represents the area of work. Your day-to-day routines, your day-to-day rituals is also connected with, the 6th house is connected with health on some level, diet and things of that nature. So because it's a new moon and a new moon is about new energy, this is indicating here that there's something new that you can indicate, perhaps to do with your diet, perhaps to do with your daily routines in terms of your work. It can be a time that you can perhaps really start putting and zoning in some new energy around your skills, how you need to develop your craft and your skill. What is it that you feel that you are good at or you need to be good at? This is a particular time where you can do that. You can utilize this new moon, which is going to be taking place on the 30th of August, and for the rest of the month until we get the new moon, which will be in the following sign, which will be Libra. So you've got about at least about 28 days where you can hone in on that work. So there's going to be a lot of energy that's to do with work. It could be if you are an Aries and you're looking for new work or a new job. This is what you can be looking forward to. Or even if you're Aries rising as well, this is energy that will also be pertaining to you also as well, where it can be symbolizing a new energy in the area of the workplace. So perhaps you could be even staying in the same company, but maybe just bringing in a new energy, doing something new into what it is that you do in terms of your daily routines, in the nature of your work, in the nature of your craft, and also your diet and your well-being also as well. And that's what it's going to be for you, Aries. Next zodiac sign is Taurus. For you Taurus people, you do get the 5th house. This is the house of play. It's the house of fun. It's the house of children. So for you Taurus people, so if perhaps maybe you're Taurus, you've been perhaps wanting to have children, this can be a month or a particular period of the year that is really productive for you, that can really aid you in order to perhaps maybe be able to have children, because the 5th house is the house of children. The 5th house is also connected with certain talents that you have, certain resources that you have also as well. So it can be also a particular time where you may find yourself just tapping into certain talents that you particularly have. The fifth house is also the house of creativity, self-expression. So for you Tauruses out there, this can be a particular time, especially if you're doing something that's creative. This could be a time where you can show it, where you can bring it out, where it can be seen perhaps. And you can have fun with it also as well. And that's what it's going to be for you Taurus people. The fifth house is also the house of fun, pleasure, you know, so it's a partying. So for you Taurus people, you may find yourself over the course of the next month just wanting to have a nice time, chill out with friends, socialize. You know, you may find yourself down the pub or a few more parties than you normally do. This is a particular time where you may, where you may get this particular kind of energy. We have to remember that this new moon is in Virgo, so it's not necessarily going to be the, you know, giving you fireworks, you know, painting the town red, but it will be done in a very nice and neat, and you know, you're attending a nice do, or you're going out for dinner with your friends and having a nice time, but you're doing it in a very, very contained way and in a very organized way also as well. Next zodiac sign, Gemini. For you Geminis, you're getting the fourth house. The fourth house is the home. It's the domestic arena. It's the area of family, father, mother, your home environment. Again, we're talking about a new moon in Virgo. So for you Geminis, it would be very good to perhaps pay lots of attention. And you may find yourself actually being drawn into the domestic arena, where you're having to, you know, bringing a new energy in terms of the home. Perhaps it could be a very good time maybe for you Geminis who are looking or planning to move, planning to buy a new home. And even if you're not, you could be bringing, you know, maybe you want to have a new carpet or a new settee, or, you know, doing something domestic, or perhaps maybe just painting the house. You know, that could also be an option also as well. But it seems like this new moon in Virgo is really going to be in your fourth house. It's going to be around the domestic arena. So that's where you're going to find yourself a strong emphasis for you Gemini people. Perhaps maybe you may find yourself just spending more time at home. We know you Geminis do like to go back and forth. You're full of movement. You're full of enthusiasm. Again, another mutable sign. So you're always kind of adapting and multitasking and trying to be versatile as possible. So, you know, you're in the fourth house. So your adaptability, your versatility must be within the domestic arena. So think domestic, think home, think property, think family, because that's where the energy of this new moon is going to be for you guys. Next zodiac sign is Cancer. So for you Cancerians, you're getting the third house. This is the house of siblings, brothers, sisters. It's the house of communication. It's the house of travel, more short distance travel than long distance travel. So you may find yourself actually doing more short distance traveling over the course of the next month. The third house, it will be connected perhaps the way in which you're commuting. Perhaps your car, maybe you need a new car. Maybe if you've got a car, maybe your car needs fixing. Let's not forget, it's a new moon in Virgo. Virgo likes things to be perfected. So in the third house, perhaps you need to just pay close attention, because that's what Virgo's about. It's about paying those close attention to details, paying close attention to details to how you're commuting, how you're traveling, how you're getting back and forth. And also there may be also things that may come up to do with siblings. Siblings may play a more of a bigger role or emphasis in your life, you know, during this particular period of time or over the course of the next month. You may find that, you know, there's more connection, or you're just doing more also as well because of the, or perhaps maybe you and a sibling trying to get something perfect, you know, trying to find out a particular truth, because Virgo is concerned with facts. You see, it wants the facts. What is the facts? What is the details? So also, it's also about us really tapping into where are the details. And that's what it is for you Cancerians. So it's all about traveling. Third house can also be connected with learning also as well. Perhaps you wanted to go back to school, or you want to go on a course. You know, third house is also connected with that too. It's connected with your local environment, your neighbors. So perhaps you're going to be having new neighbors, new moon, new neighbors for some of you Cancerians. Those are the kind of things that you're going to be experiencing over the course of the next month. Next zodiac sign, Leo. For you Leos, you're getting the second house. Second house is the house of money. It's the house of the pounds and the dollars. So it's the house of where you seek self-security. It's the house of self-esteem. It's your financial house. So we've got a new moon in Virgo. So perhaps you need to zone in, perhaps maybe over the summer period. Maybe you've enjoyed yourself. You've spent quite a bit, been digging in the pockets. This is a month where perhaps new ways, being more organized with your expenditures. It is in Virgo after all. It is organized. It has to be careful. It's about self-sufficiency. So this is what it is for you Leos. Really looking at how you can be more self-sufficient in terms of your financial obligations, your financial expenditures. It can be connected with work. Maybe you have to work a little bit more to get a bit more money. Maybe you may be getting a promotion or a new job or opportunity that's connected with a new job that provides more money. But through the course of this month, of this new moon in Virgo, you will find that it's going to be things in association with your finances, with your resources, how you are earning, your earning capacity, and also your spending also as well. In Virgo, like I said, it's going to be more organized, so it can be a good time maybe to start saving and start spending your money accordingly. Next zodiac sign, Virgo. Now, of course, you guys are the ones in which the new moon is in your sign. Got to take a drink there. So Virgo, you're getting the first house. Good place, strong place. For you Virgos, you're coming into yourself. The first house is known as the strongest house in the chart. So it's essentially about your personality. It's about the energy that you're giving off, that you're giving out. It's about particular directions where you're going in life or where you want to channel your energy in life. It's about your physical body. It's about your physical appearance. So perhaps there's going to be changes towards your physical appearance. Maybe you're wanting to lose a bit of weight. Maybe you're looking to tone up. Maybe you want to put on a bit of weight. Perhaps maybe you want to go gym. Maybe you want to start cycling. You want to start running, jogging, doing boxercise. These are the many things that could come up for you Virgo people. It could also be about you wanting to take your own power back, putting yourself in a powerful position, wanting to initiate. It's the first house. The first house is where everything initiates from. So it's a place of power. So for you Virgos, you are actually having a month of power where you can really initiate, where you can really begin new things, new projects, new job, new direction, wherever you want to go. For the next month, the energies of the cosmos are letting you know that you're in a particular place where you have the dominant power. So you want to take that with both hands. The first house is it's the steering wheel of the chart. So it's letting us know that over the course of the next month, you are actually in the driver's seat. You are in a particular position where you can drive, you can go, you can achieve anything that that is possible. And it's in Virgo as well. It's your sign, so it's something. It's realistic. It's practical. You see, so new energies there, and new energies in and around your health. It's also connected with the body. Perhaps maybe you want to change your hairstyle, get a tattoo, get some new earrings, change your whole persona in terms of how you look, buy new clothes. These are the things that are going to be emphasized for you Virgos. So the power is all yours because it's in your sign. That's where the new moon is taking place. Okay, next zodiac sign, Libra. For the Libra, you're getting the 12th house. 12th house can be a little bit difficult, but it's more of a seclusive house. It's more of a quiet house. So for you Libras, over the course of the next month, what you will find is that things are playing out behind the scenes. It's a great time to reflect. It's a great time for planning. It's a new moon in Virgo also as well. So this is the time for you Libra people where you can really get down to the details. Reflect back on your life for the last year, what you've been doing, what you could have done better. And this is the time where you can really zone in and really start making practical planning applications in terms of where it is that you want to, the direction you want to be going in. Because the next new moon, obviously, that's going to follow is going to be in Libra, and that's when you Libras are really going to come into your own. But for right now, it's about reflecting, it's about planning, it's about letting go of the old, you see. Trying to, you know, not be caught up with your fears of what you haven't or can't or want to do. This is the time to confront those fears and start assessing them, and because it's in Virgo, and really start paying attention to the little details. The 12th house can also be very good for spiritual disciplines like yoga, meditation. Perhaps you want to go into an ashram, or you just want to retreat from the world. It's a great time to perhaps want to retreat from the world, where you can do some self-reflection upon yourself, where you can face your own limitations in life. And that's what it is for you Libras. Next zodiac sign is Scorpio. For Scorpio, you're getting the 11th house. 11th house is a great house. It's the house of hopes, dreams, wishes. It's the house of friends. It's the house of acquaintances. It's the house of the good spirit. It's a great place. So what it's saying here for you Scorpios, this new moon, there is going to be something around friends, acquaintances, and something that is connecting you with the social world that is going to be of great benefit to you. It can aid you. It's a month where you can meet new people, make new friends, join new organizations, have new acquaintances that are going to allow you to be able to connect you with the world, or connect you with a part of the world that empowers you, that or making a connection to a wider world that's going to empower you. You see, networking is a very, very powerful thing. And whether you're doing it physically, through social media, through certain groups or organizations, either way, for you Scorpios, this can be a very positive and powerful month for you. This can be a month where you can start planting the intentions and the seeds for your hopes, dreams, and wishes to become a reality. The 11th house is also connected with good fortune. So here you can be planting new seeds with this new moon in Virgo, where you can be extremely fortunate over the course of the next month. And that's what it is for you Scorpio people. Next zodiac sign is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you get the 10th house. The 10th house is the house of career, vocation, your direction in life, what you're aspiring for, your public image, how you're seen within the workplace. So the 10th house is actually indicating for you Sagittarius people that something new is being planted here. There's a new energy, chance for you to perhaps get a new job, move perhaps maybe into another new line of work, totally. It's a time to reach for the top. The 10th house is the highest position in an astrological chart. So this is a time where you can reach for the top and you can really pull down and connect with something that is very, very high. And that is what it is for you Sagittarius people. So remember, it's a new energy in Virgo. So, okay, it may be something you may have to take close attention to. It may be something that's very, very detailed. But either way, that energy is going to be coming out in your area of your 10th house. Maybe in the area of the workplace. Maybe you're going to be getting a new boss, a new job, a new boss, a new position, changing position, new promotion, perhaps. You know, these are the things that can be open for you that you can be aspiring for. The 10th house is connected with bosses, people in positions of authority. So there's also something about your sense of authority and how you can achieve that and how you can plug into that. That is also going to be vital for you over the course of this month, or next month also as well. Next zodiac sign is Capricorn. Capricorn, you're getting the 9th house. 9th house is the house of long distance traveling, broadening your horizons. So for you Capricorns, it's really telling us, this new moon in Virgo is telling us here that there is a new energy, a new seed that can allow you to broaden your horizons. Perhaps there's some information, there's some knowledge, there is some opportunities for you to perhaps maybe travel or to broaden your horizons or to capitalize on certain information that will help broaden your horizons in some kind of way. Perhaps planning a holiday, perhaps going away, could be something that is on the on the cards for you Capricorn people. So for you Capricorn people, perhaps maybe you're booking a ticket or something of that nature. So there's a new energy that's allowing you, it's going to open up the door. It may come unexpectedly. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe it's something that's already in the pipeline, something that you've planned already. 9th house is connected with universities, higher learning. So perhaps this is also a time where you want to not necessarily go back to university. It could be a course. Maybe look up some courses, look up to do something that will help broaden your horizons in some kind of way. That's what it is going to be for you Capricorn people. It's about knowledge seeking. It's about adventure. It's about travel. It's about broadening your horizons and all those beautiful 9th house things. And the 9th house can also be connected with also spirituality, your faith, your belief. Perhaps maybe looking for the things that provide more meaning for you, meaning of life. Those are the kind of things also as well that could also be coming up. Perhaps maybe needing to learn a new language. That's also, and a new language doesn't necessarily have to be, I don't necessarily mean literally in terms of maybe speaking French or Spanish or Portuguese or, Mandarin. I mean, speaking a new language, learning computers is a language. Learning astrology is a language. So it could be languages of a different format. Next zodiac sign, Aquarius. Aquarius, you're getting the 8th house. 8th house is the house of other people's money, your partner's money. It's the house of wills, debts, death, credit cards, mortgages. All of these things come under the 8th house. So there's a new moon, though, in the 8th house for you. So it's saying here that your 8th house is about to be stimulated here for you. Are you getting a loan? Are you going to be borrowing somebody money? Or are you going to be borrowing money from a bank or maybe from somebody else also as well? Are you going to be tapping into the resources of your partner? Because the 8th house is also the money, your partner's money. So maybe you may have to rely on your partner or borrow some money from them. Or maybe your partner gets a boost in his or her income, and it allows you to be able to tap into that and benefit from that also as well. Perhaps maybe you're looking to take out a mortgage. And maybe for the Aquarius, it could also be that you may experience a death-like situation, end of the old, in with the new. So there may be something perhaps maybe you have to give up, you see, or you have to let go of in order to be able to receive something else in return. The 8th house is the house of inheritance. Maybe for you Aquarius, maybe there may be some news about some inheritance maybe coming your way because maybe somebody in the family has died or passed, maybe grandparents, great-grandparents, and so on and so forth. So it can also be to do with that as well. That is also 8th house, stuff as well. So for you Aquarius, you're getting the 8th house. It's known as the house of change and transformation, and that's because sometimes we have to let certain things go. But it's also about being able to tap into other people's resources. It's where we share our resources with other people. And that's what you're going to be finding out over the next month, what it is for you guys, for the Aquarius. And the last but not least is the Pisces. Pisces, you're getting the 7th house. 7th house is the house of relationships. We have to remember that the new moon is taking place in Virgo. Virgo is your opposite sign. So you get, opposites, relationships, your opposite sign, and that's where the relationship emphasis comes in. So the 7th house is about partnerships, relationships. It's about document signing. It's about contracts. So a new moon in the sign of Virgo is letting us know that there's a new energy that is coming your way, a new energy that is being planted in the area of relationships. If you are already in a relationship, it can indicate perhaps a new cycle within the relationship. And I'm not necessarily saying it's going to be a bad thing, so try not to focus on that. But it's just showing you a new wave of energy. Something new needs to be implemented inside the relationship. We have to remember that relationships are about growth and about development also as well. We can't keep doing the same things. So perhaps something new, a new energy needs to be initiated in the area of relationships. It can be indicating new contracts, you signing new contracts, and it can be any relationship. It could also be a business relationship that you're entering also as well. So maybe a new business relationship, making new alliances, making new friends, making new connections. If you are a Pisces that is single, perhaps maybe this can be an indication perhaps, or an opportunity where new energy, where new people can come into your life. So where you can establish a new relationship also in your life also as well. But new energy with new people on a one-to-one level. And that's what it's essentially going to be about for you Pisces. So that is the energy of the new moon in Virgo. So do take it well, do harness it well. Do also remember that all those zodiac signs that I said, it can also pertain to you as well if you are that zodiac sign rising. I should have said that at the beginning. Yes, I know. But so if you're, Aries sun sign or Aries rising, it can also pertain to you as well. So you can also look at it from two dimensions also as well. And be sure to take this new energy in Virgo and plant the new seeds, initiate the new beginnings. It's a wonderful energy. And let's be prepared to get more Virgo-like. Like I said, we've got Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, all in the sign of Virgo. So, and I think it's appropriate that it's coming at this time. The holiday period is about to finish. The children are going back to school. You guys who have been on holiday are going to be either coming back from your holiday or looking to come back from your holiday and get back to work. And we know what work's like. Nobody wants to work. But, this is the time where we can organize our life. It's not so much even about work, but it's more about getting our life organized, which is what Virgo is about. Putting things in the components where they need to be, making sure that our life is neat, tidy, pure, and perfect, or at least as perfect as possible. And that's what the new moon in Virgo essentially is about. So on that note, I'd like to thank each and every single one of you. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please make sure that you do subscribe. And on that note, I will be back soon, letting you know any other cosmic activity taking place. Thank you very much.